6 on News Channel 8.
Repair shops are getting slammed with flooded out cars. Find out why people are getting stuck, and the reason is not what you would expect.
This is News Channel 8, coverage you can count on.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Be careful driving in wet weather. It can get very expensive.
Dozens of flooded cars are showing up all over Tulsa right now, and many from folks driving through shallow water, as shallow as 6 inches, believe it or not. News Channel 8's Abby Ross is live in Midtown. And Abby, how can water that shallow, 6 inches or something, actually ruin your car?
Carol, a lot of cars have this air intake right here. Well, it's down below, above the front bumper. So even if the water gets just this high, it could kill the engine. It's just a little water. Why not drive through it? That's what Ryan McGill thought before plunging her car into water last Friday night.
We proceeded because it didn't look that bad.
Boy, was she wrong.
When it happened, the water kind of started pouring in from underneath. And so there was water in my floorboards.
The water damaged Ryan's car. The check engine light went on, the back window was a little sluggish going up and down, and then there was the smell.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Doesn't smell good.
No. Not at all.
Ryan brought her car into Trinity Restoration. The owner, David Miller, put it up on the gurney next to many other flooded out cars.
She flooded the car out, got the carpet wet, ripped off the back bumper.
Since Friday, David has had around 24 calls. Many of them drivers who hit the gas through shallow water, thinking it was safe.
In as little as 6 or 8 inches of water, you could actually total your car by the time you turn it into your insurance company.
That's a hazard many drivers don't know about. They've heard the stories of cars getting stuck in deep water, but shallow water? David says if your car was made in the mid-90s or later, it can happen.
And the airbox is down by the bumper, so if you suck water into the bumper area, into the airbox, into the motor, you could ruin your entire motor. And that's several $1,000s.
Luckily, Ryan's car has the airbox on the top. But like she learned the hard way, water can still get in.
Hindsight's always 20/20. We probably should have just parked it and walked into the neighborhood.
Trinity says that if you want to protect your car, obviously don't drive through water. But let's say you do, and let's say your car dies. Well, then they say whatever you do, do not try to turn on your engine. If you do, that could really damage it. We are live in Midtown. Abby Ross, News Channel 8.
Thanks, Abby. I don't think a lot of us had known about just that shallow of water. Now, repair shops have also had some calls from people who bought flooded out cars without knowing that they were flooded. Now, Trinity says if you are buying a used car, as we said a moment ago, if it smells like mildew, the engine light is on, or the windows are moving slowly, those are all signs of water damage.